turn it up. What up, what up? Yeah. Grab your chair, put up a seat, yeah. Welcome to the Atheist Round Table. We just the dudes that you knew for poking holes in all these fables. Yeah. See, we just some atheists that got questions like, why does God kill babies with cancer? Hopefully, you can bring some answers. We'll sit back and take notes. Go ahead. Welcome to the Atheist Round Table. Welcome to the Atheist Round Table. Okay. Turn it up, turn it up.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Atheist Round Table. This is another TART live call-in show. I think we just did this a couple hours ago, didn't we, Biddy?
Mm-hmm.
As always, your boy Oz, and I got Nate. What's up, man?
How's it going, man? You have a good Memorial Day?
Chilling. I got a lot done here today. The kids were gone. T was at work, so I did a lot of housekeeping.
Some housekeeping and house cleaning.
Yeah, very, very eventful. Very eventful.
I didn't get cleaned out yet. The house cleaning and housekeeping. So
keep working. Just keep working on it. You'll get there.
Cool.
Mind over matter. Anyway, Biddy, how are you tonight?
I'm good. I didn't do shit today.
So it sounds like all of us were very productive today.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So everybody in the chat, take note of that. Got a bunch of very productive people to be your examples for how to be productive every day. Not really. But Nate and Biddy, did you hear there's a new book out?
What?
Oh, tell me more, please.
There's a new book out.
Is it like brand new?
Brand fucking new. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Who wrote that?
This is by Dr. Joshua Bowen, The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament.
Looks like you got your hands on it pretty quick there.
Yes, it's sold out, isn't it, Biddy?
I thought that's what it said on Twitter. I tried to get one. No, I don't want to be now.
Well, no, I think you're the second person to that I heard say that, so I think that's an accurate statement. But we can double check if need be. But I'm going to get the link here in a second. But Nate, before we get started, tell everybody about your show, what you got going on. You kind of changed your format 2 weeks ago now. Tell everybody what's going on and how it's going.
I believe you're speaking of Up Lady Late with Nate here on TANG Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be late, because we can ask that of you to not be late while we're late to almost everything that we do. That's just the way it goes, right? But was pre-production style show before, and we've moved it into a live format. Take some calls, and I have some similar bits, but a little different feel to it. So get your roast ready for Wednesday. Bring them in the way that Biddy's cat comes in every time, and we'll get it going. I want you to roast me. I want some better roast. Like I feel like our viewers can do better. I should have known better though. So.
Oh, yeah, I feel like they're holding back so far. But this last episode, you did get two, you earned two unique troll figures in your stream.
I did. One being the well-renowned, the way that he likes to say, not world-renowned, well-renowned Dr. Cac Stevenson's was in the chat. And then somehow my hair created an account. I didn't know that was possible, but Nate's hair was out there this past week as well, shooting some shots at myself, I guess.
Well, and for those that are out there and you're taking part in the drinking game tonight, that every time I mention Dr. Josh's book, you have to take a shot. Dr. Josh, welcome. Just jumped in the chat. And this is Dr. Josh's new book again. His handbook.
That's two.
And I just put the link in the chat. So you should go buy that. You should go buy it.
I didn't know we were on whiskey, scotch, and cigars tonight.
Oh, I didn't bring a drink. Shit.
Well, you got to have your head on a swivel.
What's going on? What was that book again, Oz?
Oh, hold on. It is The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament by Dr. Joshua Bowen.
And I think I see a little volume 1 there. That means we should be expecting some more goodies from Dr. Josh, right?
Yeah, I think that usually means there's at least going to be a volume 2.
Yeah, I would hope so.
It may be a safe bet.
Maybe.
Yeah, just buy it. And there's the digital version. There's the hardback version, which I like. It's like a school book. So I like it because it makes me. Yes, I said hardback. It makes me.
No, I was just laughing because you brought the book on screen at least 5 times now, even when you weren't directly talking about it. Like you just have it like slide in every once in a while.
I think it's. I think I'm at 4. I'm trying to keep count. I'll probably lose count, but I think I'm at 4. But no, it's go buy it. You can get the digital version, or you can get the. Yeah, this one. It's sturdy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's that
Nice thick one.
You know them paperbacks like fall apart overnight. This one ain't going nowhere. Anyway, I digress for the moment. Yes. I don't know. Nate, are you seeing the private chats?
Let me see here.
Anyway.
I have a question for Dr. Josh.
He knows what I asked him to do. He's being facetious.
Yes, Biddy, go ahead.
Well, I have questions about his homosexuality in the Bible videos, but we don't have to talk about that today. I watched them and I have questions.
His personal homosexuality in the Bible?
On his channel.
You said his homosexuality. I didn't know. I didn't know if you meant like he was in the Bible and was a homosexual.
No, his video he has on homosexuality in the Bible. But
well, let's have him on. Let's have him on another time. We can talk about that.
Yeah, I have so many questions.
And then whoever's calling, we will get to your call here in a second. But we also want to say congratulations to Dr. Josh and Megan. Congratulations on their twins. Congratulations. So we just have 2 more people coming to Earth that are smarter than me. So that's awesome.
That's already good.
Yeah, already. They were smarter out of the hospital.
Yeah, it was not a difficult task. But everybody in the chat, welcome, and we've had fun here up top, and we always have fun. But we do want to change it up a little bit tonight as far as topics, and take a little different direction than we normally do, and we're going to shift our attention or our focus onto atheists and the atheist community as a whole, not just YouTube, but just in general. And really, the main question being, what can we do, or what should we do to be better and to make a better impact? And how we don't have a doctrine, we don't have these rituals and these lines of beliefs that we all act the same way and behave the same way. And you know what? Thank their God for that. So I'm not referring to all of us coming together and doing like a
Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya.
I'm not at all suggesting that. But what can we do better to be like a great example? I've seen several times where an atheist will take on a new belief in a god or a deity, and there's many people that will attack and say some pretty either off-color or even disgusting things to those people. And then the atheists that kind of surround them, or say, hey, I got your back, they get ridiculed for still being a friend and still being there for that person, even though they don't agree on a particular belief anymore. So the phone lines are now open. 260-225-3868. If there's something else you want to talk about, obviously we can, but I would love to hear other people's ideas and opinions on that, because we can always get better as individuals, as a group, of like-minded folks. And give me 1 second. You guys go ahead and chat, and I'll see who we got here.
Ooh, already.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my perspective is I try to base my initial thoughts of someone off of how they are as a person, as a whole, belief, not belief, what they believe in, that kind of stuff. If they do have a differing belief, I do like to get to the meat of why they believe that thing. It doesn't necessarily change my mindset as if now they're some terrible person or they've done something horribly wrong to somebody else by having a belief that they've been convinced of. But yeah, I've seen that in the community as well, where you might have someone that has a differing belief than you, whether it's even atheist to atheist. They might believe in something a little bit different inside of that orb or whatever you want to call it, and they get kind of ridiculed for that, or they get attacked for that, or whatever the case is. So I'm definitely a person that works off of how a person really is, how they treat other people, if they're pushing to make things better for other people or not. The belief is something that can be discussed in kind of a different arena, but
Yeah.
I mean, some of my family are still theists, and I don't think any differently of them because they don't think the same way I do. So.
Yeah, I respect people based off of their values, and I think the problem does lie that Christianity produces shitty values, and so it's hard for me to respect a person. Even like, where do you draw the line between what is a belief and what is a value then? If the belief is what causes these values, so do you obviously kind of go after questioning the belief system. But I mean, there can be atheists with really shitty values that it's hard to respect people that what?
Sorry, I just read that comment that was popped up there.
There it is again.
This
is the best commercial.
Are you selling advertising for
What's
space
that?
on your arm, your boom arm?
Absolutely.
Are you looking to sell space right there? If you want to purchase space on Oz's boom arm, you could also call in tonight, 260-225-3868.
There you go.
Do the negotiating online with you. So if you have something that you are hoping to get out there, Oz, you definitely stream enough to make that valuable for somebody. So
I feel like that was a passive aggressive shot, but I'll ignore it.
What? No, never, never passive aggressive.
Why is this game do so the caller was a troll? The reason it took me so long is I was playing along with the trolling.
It's not really a trolly kind of show, I don't feel like.
And he was making a bunch of like advances, and I kept playing along, and then finally asked him when it was that I could come over, and then he hung up on me.
Interesting.
So anyway, what I was saying is, call in atheists. We can chop it up and talk. And what can we do to improve and get better and be a good example and how we handle our conversations and when we really don't agree with somebody, how do we treat that? And if you guys hear the gunshots going off right now, they're not guns; it's fireworks.
Oh, I thought someone was celebrating Memorial Day a little differently than the rest of us.
Well, did you hear about the shooting in Texas?
Mm-mm.
There was a shooting at one of the malls. I don't know details or as far as motive or if there was anybody injured, but talking about shootings, there you go. Current events.
It's definitely unfortunate. I've never had that mindset to get to that point, so it's hard for me to know what someone might be thinking at that level.
Well, that kind of ties into, people and their belief systems as well. I mean, they can be exceptionally dangerous based off of what they believe. And do we give them respect? I don't know. I might be on a different page than you two.
I try to respect the person. The belief system, I think, is extremely flawed for most of those that I've been around. I try to work to separate those. I know there's like you were saying, sometimes that they bleed together, and some of their actions or values are directed by the belief. There are people out there that don't specifically act off of everything that their belief tells them to, though. So there's times that separates a little better.
All right. I was going to comment, but somebody's calling under no ID. So it's probably the same guy now after 40 times. He's like, oh, maybe I should do a call.
Maybe it'll put me on this time. Maybe. I didn't realize I got so many pickup calls at this number.
Yeah.
You know, it's something new every day, huh?
Well, at least this troll's persistent. I mean, kudos
we
to
do
that.
like persistence. I've always been a fan of persistence. So there's times that I've definitely been persistent in things. And so.
All right.
Sorry, I'm reading some of these other comments while he's in there.
Go for it.
I do a headstand. I don't think I did. Maybe is he talking about how my hair is a little more frizzy today because I was a little more lazy because it was a holiday?
Pretty weak burn.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff I've been getting on Wednesday.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to start watching your show.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you not to. I'm not going to tell you to not call in.
So is it longer than 10 minutes now?
Yeah, it's a little longer than 10 minutes. We pushed 45 minutes to an hour for it, and I got hung up by Aunt Kathy on Wednesday. So that was a good start. That was actually maybe one of the best burns I've gotten from the
She just burned you and then dipped. Is that what happened?
Well, there wasn't even a burn. We were talking, and then she's, I'm done with this conversation. I don't want to talk to Nate anymore. So, I mean, like I said, that might have been the best burn that I've gotten in the last 2 weeks.
Life goals. I want to be like that. Done.
I had one person call in. He goes by Big Bird. He called in 2 Wednesdays ago and gave one burn, and then he gave a reverse burn. Like he
burned himself?
Was trying to burn him, but intentionally threw himself back under the bus, which was kind of odd. Oh,
what's the book?
What do you have there? Oz?
Oh, that's just a new book that came out.
Oh,
no big deal. But we do have a caller. Let me get him on here.
This isn't one of the troll callers?
No. So we have Dave. Dave is an agnostic, and he has a question about a possible guest. I think that's coming up on his podcast.
Excellent. Hey, Dave, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I actually just had a question about. There's this guy I've been watching recently that I think would fit perfectly in the podcast. He's pretty big in the community, but I think he'd be okay with doing, a small. Not saying that you guys are small, the smaller one. When are you guys going to invite Joe on?
Joe.
Joe? You guys don't know who Joe is?
Not by just the first name.
I know a lot of Joes.
It's a very common name.
Joe Mama.
Good job.
Fart laugh, like fart laugh, bro. You guys got hamburgers?
What?
You guys got hamburgers?
What'd you say?
You guys got hamburgers? I don't think they get the joke, bro.
No, it's only like real trolls.
But for real, when are you guys gonna have?
They don't.
When are you gonna have these on?
They don't laugh at themselves.
Oh, I see where we're going. We're playing the name game where they throw a first name out, followed by a funnier last name that connects. Like we're on The Simpsons, and we're Moe's Bar right now. We're Moe's
Tavern. Gonna have Joe Nuts. What are you
gonna? So see, he can still hear us, but he can't talk. So Nate, go ahead. How's trolling work again?
Well, usually it works better if you don't laugh during what you're trying to troll with. You
Okay.
try to get that joke all the way out first before you laugh at your own joke.
He hung up. You can stop.
Oh, well.
I was just
Usually, if I'm trying to troll or roast someone, I try to keep things together a little longer than like 10 seconds before I start laughing at my own joke. Or I don't move to other types of the same joke if someone's not getting the first one. Usually I just drop it.
And I'm
First time trolling.
I'm pretty sure that like the only people I'm aware of that still do either yo or Joe mama jokes are like my dad's age.
They're pretty good though. I mean, Joe Mama, very famous. If I was a comedian that like wanted to be big and my first name was Joe, I might actually make my last name Mama my stage name, so that that joke would be taken in.
I agree with
Baby troll. Yeah.
little baby troll. I just want
Baby troll.
pat the top of your wheel head.
Little baby Yoda troll there. Not the same powers as the original Yoda. He's getting there. Keep practicing. So that's 2 for 2 on trolls. 260-225-3868 if you're not a troll. And so did you pop him? round 3?
Oh man.
What is happening?
I'm not sure.
I actually think that may have been Shannon Q. Shannon Q, if that was you, call back, please.
So
Yeah, I was like,
2
Shannon.
trolls, and then we've hung up on potentially Shannon Q. We're doing really good tonight. You can tell it's a holiday show. The way that things are going.
Oh god, this one says, you know what? I'm not even gonna screen it.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm doing all right. I just wanted to have a little discussion with everybody up here on the their whole atheism thing.
Okay.
Okay.
You're live, by the way.
Do what?
What would you like to?
You're live on the air. Yeah. Go ahead and ask.
Oh, I'm already live?
Oh yeah, we trusted you. Don't break our trust.
What you mean?
We screened the
screened.
other callers and they came out to be trolls. So we trusted your call and we would like to discuss whatever you would like to discuss.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm from like the deep South, North Carolina. You know, very big into religion, all that stuff. Killing goats and shit like that.
Shannon, I didn't say that.
Sacrificing, you know, blood sacrifices and stuff like that.
Yep. Goodbye.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm from the deep South. I sacrifice goats. Get the hell out of here.
Is that a troll? Is that a
That was
joke?
that was 3 for 3, I think. So we were 3 for 3, and then potentially hanging up on Shannon Q from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. What the hell?
We are so good tonight.
All
Yes.
right.
So good.
Yes, Shannon Q, I know you're joking. Please call in and save us from the trolls.
Oh, goats. Oh no,
Here we
it's not
go.
that. Killing goats. Yes.
I think I know this.
Call from.
Dima?
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
If you're a troll, go. If not, you can stay.
I just wanted to talk about like the relationship between leftism and atheism.
Leftism and atheism.
Call from.
What is it?
Definitely not a troll. Don't hang up on.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press
Please accept.
Is
I
it because
pressed-
she's out of
Can you call her back?
No, oh, good idea.
While you're doing that, looks like Donna is nice enough to send us a super sticker for $2.99. Thanks, Donna. Something's trying to save this show. That's for good. Like somebody's trying to save the show. And fantastic.
Hello?
Is this Shannon?
Hello? Yeah.
We did it.
Yay!
When it says, when it says
What's going on? Because it was an incoming call.
when it
That's
says
so funny.
when it says press 1 to accept, I pressed 1 like 6 times.
I wonder if it's because I'm calling from Canada. Maybe it's because I'm Canadian.
That's what.
Maybe
that's
your
what
calling software just like says screw Canadians. They don't deserve to talk to us or something.
It could
I feel
be
like they'd be
software
that
different
way
business.
about Americans.
That's funny. I left a voicemail and it said, I guess you guys don't want to talk to me. But apparently you do.
It's all Oz's fault.
So what's up, Shannon? What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. It's weird being on this side of the phone. I'm used to being on the screen. I called because I actually wanted to talk about the subject matter. I suppose I didn't know how long I was going to be able to call because I was calling long distance, but it called me back, so I can probably talk for a little bit longer because it's not going to cost me $1 million. But yeah, I wanted to talk about engaging in dialogues and how we choose our engagement strategies and who to engage with. And I think it's such a complex issue and it impacts all of us, especially once you become an activist so much, that it's worth talking about good and bad ways to do it and what situations merit what strategies. So I'm interested in what you guys think about it.
Yeah, where would you like to start?
Oh gosh. Well, one of the things that frustrates me, I think, the most, and I see it in myself sometimes too. So when I say frustrates me, I mean I legitimately get frustrated with myself. Is the being incredibly rude, derisive, or dismissive to somebody who's talking to you about something like, let's say, young earth creationism, like something that you see as on its face ridiculous. You can get so frustrated that you start to become not necessarily combative, but mocking towards the people that you're engaging with, or incredibly dismissive. And I've split into that before out of frustration. And I think it's a poor strategy because it's going to, if you want to actually convince the person that you're engaging with, because it's going to shut them down. Like they're no longer going to be open to what you have to say to them about the subject matter or listen to your point because you put them into a defensive posture. But I've heard people have counters to that, some that I think do and don't have merit. I'm curious, what do you guys think?
Well, I can agree with you. I think most of us, especially the YouTube atheists, creating content, we're talking to people. We do come across the theist or people that have, whatever the deeply held belief is that is to us it's foolery, but to them it is something that's very near and dear to them. I know for myself, and like I said, I think most have got to a point with some people where it gets so frustrating that you feel like you're putting a head on a brick wall. That you do get to that point where it's like, okay, maybe if I'm a little bit of an asshole right now, maybe that will show them, that I'm serious. I'm not just playing around. But then that leads into other, it just gets worse. There's really no going back. That's in my experience. Anyway, once you cross that line, there's not really now let's come back to civility. You've lost that conversation.
You've escalated it to the point that it's become something different. Like it's become about something entirely different than the subject matter. It's about who can own the other person or make the other person look foolish at that point instead of idea exchanges. But I've also heard people argue that, and people who have deconverted also, and this is the only argument I think that's been compelling to me, was that when they were faced with how ludicrous and ridiculous it was, when they were literally laughed at, it forced them into a position where they were so ardent about proving that they shouldn't be laughed at that they went and actually started doing research, and it started to unravel as a result of that, because they so wanted to prove that their belief had basis, that they actually started looking into it for that reason, because somebody had made them feel foolish and they wanted to prove that they weren't. But I struggle with it personally, and I think that there's a line too between just flat out mockery and maybe poking at a belief. But I struggle with the line, and I've seen it executed well, and I've seen it executed so poorly that it makes me literally uncomfortable. Like I can't even watch what's happening anymore because I'm that uncomfortable. Do you guys ever feel that? Like you watch somebody and you know they're smart, but they're just so busy making their interlocutor feel bad about how dumb they think they are, that it makes you uncomfortable, both for them and for the other person to do it, even though you might agree that they're right.
Yeah, it's well, and Shane, I think you'll probably agree with this from a psychology point of view. And Biddy and Captain and I, we spent some time on the phone the other day just talking about personality profiles and types, and how there's a lot of times you can, by the way, we're judging somebody based just on their personality profile and how they interact, whether it's body language, facial cues, those kind of things. You can. It's not true every single time, but a lot of times you can pick up on how aggressive you can or can't be, just based on the personality profile of your interlocutor. And if you're seeing those cues, those social cues, it's either, okay, I need to back off or I need to hit the gas pedal. And like I said, it's not true 100% of the time, but man, it's a great tool to have in your tool belt.
I think that hits on a really interesting and valuable point that a lot of people don't think of, because if somebody's engaging and with one person, it's effective and they get good feedback and they feel reinforced about that engagement strategy, they may continue to just employ that engagement strategy in all engagements, because to them it seemed as though it was successful. When really, when you're talking about engaging these types of conversations, your engagement strategy has to be adaptive based on the person you're talking to, the context you're engaging them in, and the subject matter you're discussing. Like, all of those things are factors that need to be figured in, but some people just see, some people are a hammer, so they see everything as a nail.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
Yep. And that's what we talked about. Like I use the DISC personality profile system. So like the D would be the dominant personality, which is the hammer, and in that context. And as a D personality style or profile, you have to know that not everyone can be the nail. Some people can handle being the nail. Other people, it's like if you try to come at them like they're the nail, you're going to ruin that conversation before you ever got that shit started.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's valuable. I'm not familiar with that personality profile. It's not the type of psychology that I study. The only one I'm really intimately familiar with is Ocean. Have you heard of the big five when it comes to personality type?
I don't think I'm as familiar with that, because like I know that, and then obviously like Briggs and Meyer and all that. But DISC, I've been around the DISC assessment since I was a little boy. So. Oh,
interesting. I don't know a whole lot about personality profile psychology, like the openness. Ocean is openness, extroversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, neuroticism, and extroversion.
They're along the same lines. Yeah, just different.
With this, though, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, it's same thing, just different verbiage. But I think it's like I told them, when you're having these conversations, or it's your marriage, relationship with your kids, friendships, it's such a great asset to possess.
Yeah, for sure, I agree.
And then Nate, did you want to read off that super chat real quick for us?
Yeah, so Shane the Skeptic actually had a good question from the chat, $5 super chat. What criteria should an activist have for determining when to be civil or when to become blunt and disregard politeness?
Good question.
It's a very good question. That's one of those, even going back to what Shannon was saying with with the dynamics within a personality profile, each one is going to be different. So it's hard to say that you can blanket everything. That you can blanket everything with one or two pieces of criteria, when each human being is going to be a separate experience each time.
I know I'm the caller. Am I allowed to contribute to the super chat question?
Oh, please do.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's a good question. I like the question. So the reason that what I would say to add to what Oz was saying is that you need to set boundaries in dialogue. I don't tend to escalate to rudeness unless somebody has taken that posture with me. And once somebody takes that posture with me, I try to figure out if them taking that posture is an attempt at diverting away from the subject matter as opposed to an actual attack. Because some people will go to an attack in order to deflect from what's currently going on, right? So they get uncomfortable in the dialogue, and because they're uncomfortable in the dialogue and they perceive you as the person who's making them uncomfortable, they take out the aggression that stems from that dissonance on you in the conversation because they see you as the source. So if that's something that's honest, and I can read it as honest, and that's kind of a skill that you have to hone, I, in those instances, attempt to be more measured and look at escalation prevention as opposed to being retaliatory. So if someone starts to attack me in a dialogue that was starting to go somewhere specifically that might make them uncomfortable, and I feel as though the conversation can progress, I would say something along the lines of, are you legitimately upset at me because you feel as though I'm making you uncomfortable? Do you feel as though I've disrespected you somehow that it merits you treating me like that in this conversation? And sometimes if it is the case that they're just being reactionary towards you because you've given them a poor emotion, that's something that should be anticipated in a conversation about something like deeply held beliefs. And if you have an eye towards actually helping them and progressing the conversation, that's a good initial tack to get them to kind of come to the recognition that, oh, okay, like this, I'm reacting to an emotional state that I'm in, not necessarily the person. I'm affiliating that emotional state with the person I'm engaging with. And then sometimes it'll bring them back to earth so that you can keep going. But if they're legitimately just an asshole, you'll know in that moment because you gave them an opportunity to have the recognition that you didn't deserve what they just threw at you in a kind, sort of legitimately inquisitive posture. And if they're still a jerk to you after that, then usually I would just disengage and be like, okay, well, clearly you don't want to have a productive conversation. You just want to sling insults.
Yeah, and to follow up on that, Shane put another comment in here. I like Shane's answer. It can be better to point out their behavior than mirror it. Now, I agree and disagree with that because I do try to, even in my sales training, I always taught my salespeople, mirror and match your customer, or in this, your interlocutor. Now, I don't mean to the point of they start throwing insults, you start throwing insults. That's not what I mean.
Right.
But as far as posture, tone of voice, volume, if you can match it and keep them comfortable, and you mirror and match it, they want to know that you have that, you can build that rapport, and that they are like you and you are like them. All that does is continue to break down the walls and them to become more and more comfortable, in that conversation.
That's interesting. Something that I'll have to think upon.
And I think a mix
or about matching energy.
Yeah, I think a mix between your answers were you were calling out the action. And I know with Oz and I's background, if someone asks you a question, sometimes re-asking that question to them. Re-asking that question lets them know that you heard what they were saying to you and can kind of calm some of those agitations that they might have from missing points. So steel manning something for somebody, it would be kind of the terminology for what we're discussing. So
I totally agree with everything that you just said there.
Yep. And Shannon, if it's any easier for you, I sent you the link. If that's any easier than holding the phone or whatever you're doing, you can jump on, or we can stay on the phone. It doesn't matter. Whatever's easiest for you.
I actually have to leave soon. My kid just came out and threw a blanket at me, and I'm not really sure why. I feel like
de-escalation going on there. Sounds like.
No, like not aggressively. He just came out, looked at me, looked confused, and tossed a blanket towards me, and then went back to bed. So I don't know what's going on. I think he might be hot. It's kind of hot here right now. So I'm going to go check on him. But this is one of my favorite conversations. So thank you for having me. Awesome. And I love you guys. And I hope you get more callers that aren't goat killing trolls.
and Shannon, before you go, did you know there's a new book out?
What? It's not the book by Dr. Joshua Bowen, is it?
It's
because I heard that's amazing.
Man, I'm glad you knew.
You guys know what to do? Me too. I thought that I was the only one. I'm really glad it's getting out there. Actually, in all seriousness, you should get his book. Dr. Josh and Megan work really, really hard, and their scholarship is great. And Absolutely. If you are going to get it, leave them a review. Leave them a good review. The reviews help them. Go leave them a review on Amazon. And thanks, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for only hanging up on me twice. See you later. Bye.
That was awesome. Thank you, Shannon.
Shannon's great.
Us put that on Twitter 2 seconds after opening it. No, actually, what happened was.
Wait, what did you put on Twitter 2 seconds after opening it?
The picture of my book.
What book?
This one.
Oh, that book. Okay.
Got it.
Hold on a second.
Oh, someone in the chat asking.
He's in the game himself, I think.
What they ask?
What the name of the book is again?
Oh.
The Atheist. I can't really see it. What's that say, Nate?
The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament, Volume 1 by Dr. Josh Bowen.
For those that don't know, that means there's a Volume 2 coming.
So you got to read that whole thing so you can be ready for Volume 2.
Oh boy, we're a bunch of nuts.
That's not how that works.
No, but yes, that is how that works. But no, Shannon, thanks for calling in and talking about that, because all those are important topics. And Shane, thanks for the questions and the comments. So that was a great question. I'm glad you asked that. And Pasta said that Nate, he's very grateful that you repeated everything that Shannon and I said. Yeah,
well, if someone's looking to add to the show with support for the show, Asexual Atheist, $4.99. That's in your face, Pasta.
That's in your face, Pasta.
There you go.
That was just a matter of a fact.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the support.
I don't know what this means. I'm gonna have to call.
You know what it means.
Oh,
Oz, what's that? What do you got there?
See, I don't get sick from that. So that's what, when people say that, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, what's that? The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament, Volume 1 by Dr. Josh Bowen. Oh,
you know what? I say I just unplug my phone from the Roadcaster and we just start to read.
Just read the book. Would that mean like a consistent, like the viewers are consistently shooting shots?
That means I hope you have gallons of alcohol in you. Oh,
good times.
Since it's out now, I can actually read this out loud. Hold on a second. That's actually a great idea. So in the acknowledgments, right before the first chapter, I just learned that comes before the first chapter today. But the second paragraph says, I would also like to thank the gentlemen, and now it would be ladies and gentlemen, at the Atheist Roundtable for all of their enthusiasm and support, not only for this book, but also for Did the Old Testament Endorse Slavery? I cannot think of a time that I have interacted with them live in which they did not hold up one of my books and instruct the audience to go purchase a copy.
What?
And then
we're just following suit tonight.
And then let me see if I can find it here. It's a little different than the actual book because I had the digital copy.
Yeah, that's actually what they call a book, Austin. There's words in it, and you flip pages and you read.
We put words together to form sentences.
Form a sentence, and then multiple sentences form a paragraph.
Okay, here we go. While this book has been, and it's very dark in here, so while this book has been predicated on the inherent struggle that exists between atheists and apologists that struggle need not always find expression in an antagonistic or hostile interactions. I can't talk tonight. For example, thank you. There is an online group known as the Atheist Roundtable, which hosts debates and discussions with atheists and Christians and anyone else who wishes to have a civil discourse on difficult biblical issues. Motherfucker. Thank you, Dr. Josh. And this is the Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament.
The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament.
Thank you, Dr. Josh. That is a huge honor. Thank you so very much.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Josh.
I finally
we've got 10 more showings of his book to get through before we're done tonight.
I think the only people that I told that was in there was my beautiful wife Tia and Pasta Mike. I think are the only ones that I told that was in there. So it's like I've been holding that in.
You told me.
Oh, that's right. I did when he did the pre-release. I did tell you guys. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yep.
But we didn't announce it here.
Yeah, you told us to keep our mouths shut or you'll show up at our house. So.
Yep. Oh, they said which book?
Wait, which book?
This one.
Oh, what's that?
You know how I don't want to knock my whiskey over here. You know sometimes Amazon will do those like buy two from this author and whatever. We could go bang bang.
Oh wow!
Bang, bang.
Both of them. Did the Old Testament endorse slavery and the Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament? Get them both.
Get that combo, that 2-piece and a biscuit.
Yeah. And they'll be delivered on the same day, I'm sure. You could read them both just one day, just knock them out.
Maybe you. I can't read that fast. I'm dumb, dude. I have to read and then reread a book like 2 or 3 times before it all starts to sink.
I've had books like that where you had to go through the premises a few times to pick up everything. Oh, well, that one I had to read a lot more to lose the God goggles. So,
the God goggles. Pastor Mike loves God goggles as much as he loves the
Jesus
atheist. Oh, another super chat. Just $5. Thank you for your support, Brennan. How does one constructively engage with people like young Earth creationists or flat earthers or other commonly closed-minded sorts of people? Just strap in and stay calm. I say that I'm being sarcastic, but with those arguments, I think we've had 1 or 2 flat earthers call into our shows. It really is that you have to ask the why questions. Okay, why do you believe that? Okay, what led you to believe that? What's your confidence level? And start break. I mean, that's the best. And stay calm, stay peaceful. If you can, interject some humor, some satire in there. Try to keep it light. But it's some of them like that are tough because they, no matter how much evidence is stacked up against them, they hold that belief. So you just have to be kind and just like talking to a theist, sometimes you got to break it up.
It's their mannerisms too. You can feel how they are that evening. Maybe they're having a good day versus a bad day, and you can be a little more playful with those conversations or keep it more serious and just ask for the evidence or, like you said, the whys, whatever the case is. But you got to feel those things out.
Yep. And Pasta said, Biddy just texted him and said, FML. Not sure what she means. That means fuck my life.
Maybe because she wanted you to explain what was on your desk again.
Well, I will in 1 second. But Biddy, because I know Nate and I have you had, whether on Twitter or the Tik and the Talks, have you talked to any flat earthers or?
No, not on those platforms, but my old congregation used to be full of flat earthers. So I've had quite a few in-person conversations with them. I don't talk to them anymore. So.
Well, there you have it.
Maybe I do it right. I don't know. That might be what we're trying to prevent from happening.
There you have it, Brennan. And I will say there are some people that, and this was me a year ago, my temperament and everything. There are certain people I probably just should not have engaged with. Like I could hear, not just because it was nonsensical, but I could hear how combative they already were coming into it. I should have already known better, because I already knew how I was going to respond to it. But I think that's maturity and learning and all that. But real quick, Donna in the house, 1999. Thank you, Donna, for the support.
Say that's a sticker. I'll assume that's a sticker.
Yeah, but thank you for the support. Donna is always here and hanging out and chatting with us. And then we got another one here from Patrick, the homie. Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. He's talking about the flat earth.
Yeah. And don't talk to him.
And that's what I'm saying. You have to know if you're somebody that just like Dr. Josh could probably talk to the most ridiculous flat earther in the world, and he just stays calm and cool the entire time. I think I've only seen him actually get pissed once, like where it was like I heard it and you could see it, and I was like, oh shit, But I'm not like that. Like I hit a certain point where I know I have to say, I got to clock out, or it could get ugly, So you just got to know your own boundaries.
Hopefully, Shannon didn't scare everyone else from calling in with how good her call was.
Yeah, everybody's
intimidating to.
Yeah.
If you're not afraid, 260-225-3868. Call into the call-in show and discuss some stuff with us.
What if you're like, you literally have to call right now? If not, we're going to wrap it up because we want to make sure we give Nate enough time to head over to normalizing atheism. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I might have some goodies this evening for everyone.
So he'll be heading over there. So we'll make sure he has enough time to take a quick break in between episodes. And then if Biddy is willing and able, I'll jump into Discord for a few. But we do have an announcement to make here in 1 second.
My dog's dreaming.
I was about to say, there's a weird bark.
It's a dream yelp. She had some cookout food unintentionally yesterday, so maybe her belly's a little sour. But she's snoozing, so.
Well, our cat, I say our cat. Oh God, I said our cat. Jesus Christ. Our cat.
While you're thinking of that, we had passive aggressive old cuss 99-cent super sticker. Thank you very much, sir. Big fan of Grumpies. Why was that funny? Well, that's prevent Nate from going on another YouTube segment. God, someone call in. It's hashtag fire Nate. That's what you're looking for, Patrick.
Oh man! All right, I was getting ready. The cat. So we've now transitioned the cat to being like it can go inside and outside whenever it wants, and it's comfortable going outside and like staying outside for long periods of time.
Because Oz locks the door.
I don't. No, I don't. Don't put it out there. because I don't like cats. I'm highly allergic to them. So people already think that like I'm going to be this mean, nasty guy. I can't hurt animals. Because I love dogs, I love animals. Just cats bother me because they make me sneeze and my eyes puff up, and it's whatever. But so it goes in and out. Well, I just found out like in the last 2 or 3 days that this little son of a bitch figured out or thinks he is like an apex predator when he goes out of the house, and I'm finding dead mice all over the fucking yard now, and I'm like, bro. I didn't put you out here to make more work for me. I put you out here to make less work for me and for everybody else in the house. Now all of a sudden he's out there like, oh, I'll kill it and I'll just leave it. Kill it.
I don't know if you saw Nick has a different method. So he does that with the kids. And 20 on them and says, "Good luck to you. Best of luck. Have a good time out there."
Oh boy.
That's where we're at. That's where we've made it.
Cats who go outdoors live an average of 2 to 3 years. Indoor only cats live upwards of 20 years. Well,
that's the same for squirrels.
Hence why Oz is fine with it being indoor outdoor.
Nate, I swear to God.
What? I love you, buddy. I don't want your allergies to kick up.
Fuck you, Nate. No.
Yeah.
Huh? What? I come in the room and I was talking about a cat. But welcome, Sean.
Yeah, that's a little bit offensive, isn't it? Man, I come into chat and people are calling me son of a bitch and stuff, man. I didn't even say anything yet.
All about Sean.
Call social services on Nick.
Sorry, Nick. Sorry, buddy.
Now, one thing I do know about Nick, and then we'll wrap it up here. Nick is a closet like televangelist.
I don't know what that means.
He told me he has another life. He has a secret life.
Oh, a double life. Okay.
Yeah. And when I went on the show with him, so you and I went on a show, and then I went the other time to discuss my deconversion story and all that. And it was either before or after the show backstage. It was before. He was putting his jacket on. And he was like, "Oh, not a lot of people know this." And I was like, "Oh, Patrick, Nick, do I really want to know this? If nobody else really knows this?" And he was like, "Well, no, you're an ex-Christian. I think maybe you'll appreciate this." I was like, "All right, shoot." He was like, "I have a $400 suit, a $400 suit for every stream, a new $400 suit for every stream, and people are starting to ask where all of these suits are coming from, and I feel like I need to tell them where they're coming from." And I was like, "Well, where are they coming from?" And he was like, "Well, I'm actually a televangelist overseas. Like I live here, but I broadcast overseas, and I just make a lot of money. I make a lot of money, and then I just play the atheist part over here, so just like this because nobody's going to pay attention to us atheists here in America, but over there, I'm a big deal, and but overseas, my drip is strong, man. My drip is strong." Yeah, I hear you, Sean.
Your secrets are safe with us, folks. It's just us here in the chat.
Secret agent, man.
So Oz and Nick have this thing. They don't want to admit it, but like Oz hates Nick, and Nick obviously hates Oz, and it's coming out on air more. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone be cool.
No, I love Nick. Nick's awesome. No, like real talk. Nick is an awesome guy. I appreciate it. But all right, everybody, before we go, I do want to make an announcement for all of you that live in the Midwest. This is going to be the first just meetup And then the weekend of August 27th, that's what we're shooting for and aiming for. So just don't like put that in your calendar as this is it, but those are the dates we're shooting for. But first, we got this right here.
Ooh.
Hey.
So June 19th here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This will be downtown. We're going to meet at O'Reilly's. It's an awesome
Auto parts store?
Yes. Yep. God damn it, you took the thunder and the lightning.
Wow.
No, but it's an Irish pub, but it's huge, and it's downtown. It literally their patio overlooks the ballpark downtown. It's a great place, venue, whatever. And this is just meant to be a meetup, so we're not going to have like speakers or debates or anything like that. But it'll be
signing autographs, right?
Yeah,
Oz will be, yes.
For super chats. Now, I don't know how to even write my own name, but I'll scribble something on there for you.
It's an O and a Z, buddy. I think you got it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. But Saturday, June 19th, 6 p.m. Eastern time in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the very first. And just saying that, like, I get so excited because I wanted to plan this pre-COVID. So it's been one of those things. It was like, fuck you, COVID. Like every month, fuck you, COVID. And we're here, and we get to do it. So we'll try to plan some fun stuff, maybe some talking point, to like break up into groups and talk or play games or whatever. But for the most part, it's just going to be meet up, have some drinks, get to know each other, and kind of set a foundation for kind of what we have planned for the future. But then for the August 27th weekend or whatever. Sorry, Biddy.
The chat was on your side. So
Ratings go up when this is covered.
No, we're not playing that game. It would be my face that would shoot the ratings up.
Here, watch the ratings go up. Watch this.
Wait, what? Don't do that.
So, the weekend of August 27th, 28th.
God.
I'm back.
I was found a new toy, and so I wanted to use it today.
Oh, only because of that. I didn't even think to use it till that.
We gained 10 viewers when that happened, by the way.
Yeah. See, Biddy, it's better when I'm not on.
It's even better when we're both not on. So Monday nights, just call Biddy call-in show. We'll be in the background somewhere.
All right. Before I talk about 27th and 28th, I just want to make sure, because I know I forgot.
What do you got there?
There's this new book that came out.
Oh.
It's the Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament by Dr. Joshua Bowen.
Excellent.
Yeah. So go buy that on Amazon. And there's also this one.
Ooh. Do you think they might be able to get like a 2-for-1 deal?
I think you can get a 2-piece and a biscuit.
Oh, I would. If I were you, I'd go buy them right now.
Hold on.
Before they're sold out, unless they already are. Are they sold out?
Josh said they were.
That rumor came from me, so I don't know. Oh, he did confirm?
I thought he did.
Okay.
So get on the waiting list. That's how hot those books are. Get on the waiting list.
Right now.
Dr. Josh is so hot right now.
It's so hot right now.
It's funny. Somebody said Reza did that. How long has it been since Oz promoted the book?
They want to keep the shots going because we're still on screen. So,
weekend of the 27th, 28th of August. That's going to be the first one where we make major plans. I've already been in discussion with a few folks to have a few speakers come, and we'll have a couple different topics. Whether it's religious abuse, religious trauma, some other stuff on the lighter side. Because there are people that have not, had to experience that. So we want, make things available for them too. 1 second. So we'll have that. Most of the it'll be a 2-day thing. So most of the first day will be that, and the second day to start it off will be kind of like basically a thank you and a celebration for the first one, and then we're going to have 2 debates, and they're going to be real time and judged on the spot and all that. It's going to be fucking amazing, and I can't wait. And the response, just the very, very, very few people that I've talked to about it, they're already like, no, how can we help? Like, let's do this. How can we help? How can we help build this? So I'm excited. I hope you guys are.
Anything that gets us out of the house again and connects us with people is a good thing. So, fuck you, COVID.
Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like the Spirit of the Lord is talking to me right now.
Oh, what happened?
There's this book. There's this new book that came out, the Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament. But I feel like I need to do something.
It's a very nice book.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna give you a teaser. You have to go buy it.
Ooh.
You have to go buy it.
Ooh.
Either, and there's either something in front of Biddy that's pissing her off, or she hates us right now.
I wasn't. I was reading the comments.
Mm-hmm. And Sean brought up a good point about what you just showcased there.
Yes, it's only volume 1.
Volume 1. So make sure you.
Captain Dadpool.
Hmm.
Au contraire, they have an
audio book.
Do they? I love audiobooks.
And those probably won't sell out. So.
Oh, hold on. You know what, Nick? I hope your kids beat your ass tonight.
Yeah. They spent all those 20s you pinned on them and got something nice to help out with that.
All right, everybody. Well, we'll get those dates out there more prominent. We'll send some invites out and everything. I hope you guys are excited. This is something that we've been waiting, a year and a half for, is to be able to start planning live events again and be able to actually see people in person and hang out and do the damn thing.
Do you know how excited I was? I didn't even have time to do anything with my hair. I just wanted to get on the show so we could talk about the get together.
What'd you say, Biddy?
I said I just learned about it tonight, right here on the show.
Are you excited?
The audience, super stoked.
There you go.
And Nate only knew about it because I asked him to do the flyer. So, like 20 minutes before the show,
it blew my hair into a frizz. I'm like, holy cow, we're getting to meet people.
And Jersey, I will only buy the audiobook if I can get it autographed.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
makes sense.
That's some Holy Spirit shit right there. Jesus on the main line.
Speaking of Neil's show,
I see that.
I'm
Thank you,
be
Brennan.
on it tomorrow.
What's that?
Well, someone said Neil's after show, but I'm going to be on Neil's show tomorrow.
Oh, good. Well, I was just going to ask you guys before we wrap. Since you brought it up, Biddy, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you and what you got coming up.
You can find me on TikTok and Twitter, and then I'm going to be on Neil the 604 Atheists show, I think 5 p.m. California time. And that's all I got going on. And then Monday's here.
I would verify that because the time I was supposed to be on with him, he gave me the wrong time like 3 times.
Okay.
And then I was supposedly a half hour late, but I wasn't because he told me at a totally different time.
Yeah.
Love you, Neil.
She told you. And yeah, go check out the boy. Go check out the boy, Neil, the 604 Atheist. And when you go, tell Mikey Famine that I said, you. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say that. That's my boy. Mikey's my boy. Nate, what you got going on?
So here in a little bit, I'm heading over to Normalizing Atheism to watch what Pasta cooks up for this evening. And then Wednesday, Up Lady Late with Nate, Fresh Edition Live. Get your roast together now. Let's just get them together now. Have them ready. Don't play this. It's 10 minutes before the show, and I'm trying to think of something. So let's talk about Nate's hair again. That's been ran through. So get some original roast in here. With some Folgers coffee.
Do I have permission to roast your puppet?
You can roast whatever. I want people that call in with actual good roasts. So
I'll bring it. The only good
bring the
ones
heat.
come from me.
Yes. Bring the heat. Roast the host. Make me feel it. Make me feel it. I haven't felt a nice hot roast in a while. So
make him feel it.
Mm.
Make him feel it.
I'll make you cry.
On air, preferably.
What is that?
Oh, what's that?
What is that?
What do you got there?
This is the brand new book that just hit shelves. The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament. Who's that by, Nate?
It says Joshua Bowen, but I think he's a Dr. Joshua Bowen. Maybe he was just being
humble.
Being a very humble artist there. But it is volume 1, so watch for volume 2.
Yeah. Biddy, what volume is that again?
1.
And what does that mean?
That it's the first.
So that means what?
There's probably more coming.
Yes.
Ken, save them for Wednesday. Calendars must not be your strong suit. Thank you.
That's fantastic.
As a historian, I would expect him to know dates better.
Frustrated atheist. I refuse to be defeated. Ever. Brother Ozone, I think I've told you before, but I have an email address. It's austin@tart.live. If you would like to come on and chat about it instead of just chilling out in the comments, you can email me. We'll have you on.
Is that like the brother to your show? Your individual shows?
No.
Oh.
He weesh. He weesh.
Oh, he's the alter ego to that show.
He weesh.
Frustrated.
I'm getting a signed copy of Dr. Josh's book. You lose. No, Frustrated Atheist. The name of our channel is in his book 3 times. You lose.
I didn't realize it was the Monday Night Pissing match here on TANG. Let's see who gets better credits from Dr. Josh.
I'm just fucking around. No, but one last time before we go.
What's that?
Handbook to the Old Testament. Biddy, what volume?
1.
Which means what?
The first. More to come.
Yes.
Nate, we'll get it one of these times.
Nate,
what am I supposed to say?
Joshua Bowen. But I think most of you know him as Dr. Josh Bowen because he is a doctor.
There you have it. There you have it. And then as we close out, as oh praise that I am would say.
Oz looks like a bobblehead.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he would say.
When are we getting those put together?
Yeah.
I actually looked into it. Them fuckers are expensive.
Oh man.
Yeah. But everybody in the chat, you guys have been awesome tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you go. Oh, let me put this this link in the chat here. Make sure you go check out Pasta Mike in the Nate at Normalizing Atheism here in a few. But we are going to be jumping into StreamYard. No, not StreamYard. Discord for a bit before they go live. So make sure you come hang out with us, chop it up with us there, and remember I'll throw it up next time. I'm not doing that right now. But we do have the event coming up. I'll put it on Facebook and Twitters and TikToks and all that. But let's get the fuck out of here. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Peace.
Turn it up. What up? Yeah. Grab your chair, put up a seat, yeah. Welcome to the Atheist atheist round table. We just the dudes that you knew for poking holes in all these fables. Yeah. See, we just some atheists that got questions like, why does God kill babies with cancer? Hopefully, you can bring some answers. We'll sit back and take notes. Go ahead. Welcome to the Atheist Round Table. Welcome to the Atheist Round Table.